Good day, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So, today we're going to be discussing Black Clover Chapter 299. We're one away from the big 300. So, yeah, of course, spoiler warning. And let's dive straight into this chapter. This chapter starts off, and we see basically, Vanica is being controlled by Magicula, and she has her decaying world spell going on still. And we see little tentacle spike things coming out of her. And basically, Magicula is gloating now to be in the winner of this outcome because she's selling Noel. He's saying Sage, we're out. So therefore, you'll never reach me, you'll never be able to defeat me. And she's also mentioning that it doesn't matter who comes to save you, it won't work because with this spell, the decaying world spell, no one could come here, no one could get in. And I'm guessing this also foreshadows that the spell may actually be kind of like decaying things. Like that's the name of the spell, but we haven't seen it decay anyone because Charlotte and Real were impaled, but they didn't decay. So I'm not sure if everything around them is slowly decaying because of it. But Michukila said that this is fun, and of course she mentions and doesn't forget to call them humans, thinking devils are above them. We then cut to Gaja and Loroco Chica, and we see he raises his hand, and what seems to be a spell comes from his hand, and we see him smirking, but he's bleeding. And Noel turns around and see him, and Noel is angry. We see her clutching her fist. We see Undine also sees Katja injured, and she's kind of sweaty and cold sweating then, I guess. And Gacha holds Laura Pachica's head because remember, she's basically devil possessed now. And he uses a magic attack on her, and he says it won't hurt. And this attack is lightning magic. Serenata. Probably butchered that. But basically, it seems like it's a move to cause paralysis, probably of your pre. Since held her head, I'm guessing it affects your nervous system in some way. Um, and we see he pulls himself out of. Well, she did impale him kind of like this. So imagine this is him, this is her hand. So he kind of pulls himself out of it, and we see him having a little bit of a flashback, and we see how he got his injury in his fight. um and this flashback is basically a red flag, but it's him reminding us, the audience, and of course him motivating himself of why he became the spirit guardian, what was his drive to be this good and to be this strong. And we see the main reason for this is he wanted to be a spirit guardian, but it was all to basically protect Loro Pachica. And we see him charging in at Majukila and Vanica now, and he says he won't let them kill her. And we see him bleeding from the big gash in his stomach where he was impaled. And he says that he's going to destroy the devil who caused all of this, and he charges into them, and he basically says this time he will be the one to save her. And he uses his new move, his ultimate lightning magic move, and this is ultimate lightning magic Apocalypra Astroza. Apocalypra Astrazua. I probably butchered that too, but weird names. And it's basically a giant F off laser beam lightning cannon, kinda like hyper beam. And we see him fire it at Majukila, and her eyes widen. And Majukila says the king will can't erase this magic spell completely. And we see Majukila starts to, I would say, fall apart, crumble, but we can't be sure. But while she's crumbling or falling apart, we see what seems to be like a heart where her head is, or inside her head. So I'm wondering if that means the devils have their hearts in their head. It's an interesting choice. But we see that, and we see the scope of this beam because we see the beam extends all the way out of the castle. And Noelle sees an opening now, and she's like, just one more attack, and she goes in. And She says she doesn't care if it's weak, because the devil's heart is there. She just has to pierce this devil's heart. We know where the head was. And we see her trying to form a sword, the water sword in her hand, and she's charging it. And we see in the background, in the smoke of all this rubble, the smoke from this big blast, we see a shadow and what seems to be bigger wings and something in the shadows, but we can't quite see what it is. However, we also see Gacha standing there, and this is the sad part because we see Gacha kind of looks like he's crumbling after that super strong attacker. He looks burnt completely, his body looks completely burnt. And we see like pieces of his face and his outfit crumbling. And the chapter ends there, and they say next chapter is on the 18th. So essentially, I think this is the end for Gaja. He made the greatest sacrifice for love, because I believe he loves Lord Pachika, even though he does not admit it. So he made the greatest sacrifice he could by sacrificing himself to save her. Um, this attack was huge, and I'm kind of happy that in this at least war that they are showing that there are casualties. Casualties can happen on both sides, because it would suck if we pull kind of like don't want to sound harsh, but if we pull a Naruto Shippuden and only like one main cast member dies or two main cast members, I mean it's a big war. We have to expect casualties. So it's sad seeing that this may be him. I'm hoping that they don't pull some spell magic move and heal him somehow. But it would be sad to see him go, but it would impact the story more and Laura Pachika more, and cause her to grow as a character as well and learn some offensive magic later on. But yeah, all in all, this was a great chapter. I actually enjoyed it. It flew by really fast, as you could see by the length of this review, because it was just fight. Um, of course, this devil has only one point. That is the heart that is up here when Gaja destroyed it. So hopefully Noel can land the finishing blow next week. Um, but yeah, all in all, good chapter. And let me know what you guys think below. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.